You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
Any embarrassing sex stories that you still remember and shudder at when you did it or said it? Do you have any embarrassing sex stories?
All of them. I think it's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Poder.
And I'm Karen Lee Sneaky Freak Poder.
Oh, how are you doing, Moot?
I'm in a great mood.
I am as well, actually.
Well, I'm glad you are. Would you like to know why I am?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I spent 1 hour on the phone with the California DMV.
Oh,
I shouldn't
fuck
say,
yeah.
No, not an hour with them, waiting for them to come on, and they were actually helpful.
Wow.
Shock. She was extremely helpful. Are you ready for this?
What?
Because of COVID, my driver's license I don't have to take the knowledge test.
Oh.
Do you know how anxious I was that she was going to say, oh, you got to go behind the wheel and a knowledge test? First of all, I don't even have a car. So I was freaking, and she's like, no, you don't have to do either one because of COVID. All you got to do is wait in line for 4 hours to get it renewed. I'm like, okay, I'll wait in line for the freaking 4 hours, probably catch COVID sitting in line.
Oh, Jesus. That's insane.
But how great a news is that I don't have to take a written test because I would have such anxiety about that.
Do you think what was the likelihood you would pass that test if you had to take it?
Okay, I know you think I'm not smart, but I happen to be
Who
very
says I
intelligent.
didn't?
Well, why would you say that?
I did not say that. You said that.
I just know. Okay.
You were the one that said you were freaking out about this.
Yeah, because it would cause me to do a lot of work unnecessarily. Like the signs, oh my God. How many feet? When they asked me anything with numbers, can you imagine? I would not remember any of the numbers. I don't know how anybody passes this test. I remember when Deez was taking he was preparing for it, and he was taking a lot of these, trial tests. I got 0 right.
It's actually quite a challenging test.
They set it up for you to fail. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to know how many feet if you see a deer.
And you'd think that the people on the streets actually know how to drive, but I honestly think that no one here knows how to drive anyway. So I don't know why they bother with the test.
It's funny that you mentioned that because every time I get in the car with Deez, he's driving, I get sick to my stomach, not because of his driving, but because all the people on the road are cutting him off and everything, and he starts getting very angry.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a stressful experience to go pick up some food.
Yeah, we gotta. This is I want to change the tone.
Oh, are you doing that weird? What's that called again? When you do that?
Breathing.
Emo? Not breathing. What's it called? Emo?
Emo?
No, when you talk really quiet.
ASMR?
Yeah, are you trying to do ASMR right now?
Emo? No, I'm not trying to do ASMR. I just wanted to give a brief outline of where this episode is going to go.
That's a good idea.
We've been listening to a lot of you sneaky freaks, and several of you have given us some awesome feedback on the show, which we requested last week, and we very much thank you for that. Anyone can text us their feedback. Honestly, we're open to improving the show. It's been 5 years. We're ready.
Wait, why don't you tell them how to text us?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Mother.
Oh, I know what your problem is. You don't have it. You don't have the number handy.
No, that's not.
You were just killing. You were trying to kill a little time here until you found it.
I'll have you know that I remembered the number.
I of course did not.
It's 310-356-3920. Okay. Did the internet cut out? What happened over here?
No, I thought you might want to repeat in case somebody didn't remember to have a pen and pencil handy while they're driving or something.
310-356-3920. How do you like that?
You stuttered a little on the 20.
See, that's why I'm thinking this is cutting out a bit.
It's fine.
Anyway, hit us up there because when you hit us up with your questions or your feedback, it helps us improve the show. So just for you guys, today we're gonna do a new little episode where we are answering your listener sneaky freak questions. And we'll be doing that in the second half of the show. The first half of the show, you're just going to hear a bit about our lives, the fucking unbelievable news that's just been just coming out of our day to day.
It's crazy. Crazy
It's
shit is always happening in my life. I don't know why you can.
Yeah, I got some crazy shit over here.
Let's start with your crazy shit this time.
Okay, let's start it up. Where do I begin? I became a prepper. You know what that is?
Someone who preps for food?
No. Someone who preps for natural disasters
Oh
or
my
man-made
God.
disasters. I have
No,
become a
you're
complete
going all.
prepper.
No, that's called becoming one of these weird fucking. You're gonna turn into that. What's that guy's name in the Hearst
Anx-
Castle?
the what?
You know, the guy who like was a hermit. His
Oh yeah.
fingernails grew really long, and
Okay.
you know who
So
I'm
I
talking
don't know
about.
what. So here's basically what happened. I don't typically have anxiety.
What?
Period. I'm not an anxious person. Okay.
Wait.
I've been told
Hold
I'm not
on.
supposed to identify with my anxiety. I'm supposed to just say I'm experiencing anxiety right now.
But
I'm not an
okay, but
anxious person.
you're not an anxious person in
I
general.
am not an anxious person. I just happen to
You,
experience human
an-
experiences like anxiety.
like what percentage of the day would you consider yourself to be non-anxious?
This is the same. What do you think? This is like me asking you what percentage likelihood of you passing the GMV test.
Yeah, I was honest.
I'm not.
0.
I would say I'm. Yeah, I would say there's probably 0% of the day that there's not low grade anxiety going on. Actually, for the most part, I am anxiety free. I'm just a sensitive guy, and so when I do experience anxiety, it's full fledged. I'm not fucking around here. So when I wake up 2 weeks ago to an earthquake, it dawns on me that it's 5 in the morning. This is time to start reading about the big one that's coming.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's like
Yeah.
when I go to bed and decide to read about the COVID symptoms.
Oh yeah. So I obviously I don't sleep the rest of that night, and then I try to suppress that. I try to really push that shit down. That anxious. I just push it down in
Yeah,
the
that's a
body.
really good idea. So then it comes
Pretend like
out
it never happened.
and you get stuff like I got white shit on the bottom of my tongue, got itchy balls, things like that happen.
That's exactly right. So then I at this point I've also removed all of social media because it induces too much anxiety from my phone.
Wait, social media is not what the anxiety comes from. It's from you.
Twitter.
What about you going through Google?
Okay, so somehow you had asked me to tweet something out.
Well, that's
This
because I
is
get a
last
little.
week.
It's the only social media that I'm not really having. I don't have a full grasp of the whole idea of tweeting.
So you asked me to tweet something out. So I look on Twitter, and of course, the first headline is there's a swarm of earthquakes in the Pacific Ocean that might affect the San Andreas Fault. And the San Andreas Fault is, for those who are unfamiliar, the fault line that we live on top of, that my mother and I live on top of.
Wait, why do you have to get me anxious with this whole conversation?
So it's
Why are you
trending.
no? Why? It's trending.
It's
What
trending.
now I'm anxious
This is
about
a
it.
week ago. This is a week ago
Oh,
or so.
okay. Yeah.
So I guess it passed. But
Fast, isn't it? The trend is over.
the trend is over.
I
We're
don't
on
have
to the
anything.
next trend.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's trending in my mind, and so I decide to start purchasing. And so
What?
I
What are you
created
purchasing?
a little go bag. Okay.
Oh, that go bag. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Wait, because I recognize the logo on that is when we went on a cruise with our family,
Yeah.
and I
This is from.
believe 30 years ago. All right, maybe not 30 because you're 30. You were
It might have.
probably like 7.
Yeah.
All
So it could
right,
have been like 24 years ago or so.
20, and you still have the bag.
Oh yeah, this is a wonderful bag, and especially for going. So a go bag, for those also who don't know, is when emergency hits, you just get up and go. You got to get your shit together.
You do that everywhere anyway. You know, I was in a movie theater with you. The fire alarm went off, and you were like 11, and I think you literally jumped over 4 rows of chairs and ran out the door, leaving me there high and dry.
You were not moving. I noticed the fire alarm going off.
Wait,
What am
what
I
do you
going to be
mean?
an idiot and sit there?
Speaking of, what would you do with this? At 7:30 in the morning on Sunday morning, that was yesterday morning, a fire alarm goes off because some idiot at the hotel next door, like, just decided to play games or something. And
Have you considered purchasing a rope ladder that you could hang
no,
from your balcony that you can then just you can just climb down?
no, because I would not hang it properly and I'd fall and kill myself. That's the problem with that idea.
I think that I have only seen that in cartoons anyway.
By the way,
Okay, so
Deez would
would you like
just, you
to?
know what Deez would do? He would drop me and go find his weed. That's the most important thing to him is to go
By the way,
find his weed
I don't know why you're encouraging him to grow weed.
because he loves to garden.
Yeah, but he also loves weed, and
But
you have
he
been.
doesn't smoke weed.
Well, what is he gonna do with the weed?
He'll sell it.
He's not gonna sell weed. What's with you encouraging him to become a weed dealer,
Cultivator.
cultivator
I think
from your
he
apartment? How much weed
because
is you gonna make your greenhouse on there?
he loves cultivating basil. He's got basil, parsley. He's got all kinds of greens growing out there. Why not grow some weed? It only stands to good sense.
Unbelievable. All right,
I think it's a fun idea. And since he
it's a
doesn't,
fun
since
idea.
he's scared to smoke it, maybe he'll just give it to me.
That
See,
is
do you
what's
see?
happening here.
Yeah.
You're not afraid to smoke it.
I am afraid to smoke it. I smoke one hit,
Oh yeah,
like on
one hit is the
every
whole
Saturday
plant.
night. Every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night you have one hit.
That's it.
The truth comes out this whole time.
Well, I actually it's been like like every 2 or 3 weeks, but this last Saturday night I did take one hit, and it was great. I was listening to music. I was having a great time. All right, we'll
Meanwhile,
get back
I'm
to you and
making
your
my go bag.
yeah. Why do you need a go bag all
So
of a
I'll
sudden?
I'll show you what I've got so far, and the kit is obviously, developing. So I'm still waiting on my first aid kit, which is coming from a mountaineering company.
What?
I did extensive research to find out which one I need.
Why didn't you
Eh,
just go to Walgreens and pick one up there?
Walgreens.
What?
Walgreens is going to save me that type of first aid bullshit? No way.
What are you getting?
I got
What?
a fucking phenomenal first aid kit coming my way. I also have. Look at this shit. You know
What?
what this is?
What?
This is my first fucking pocket knife.
I was gonna say, did you get a pocket knife?
Yeah, I got a pocket
That's not a
knife.
good idea for you to have.
What do you mean it's not a good idea for
You'll
me to
probably
have?
cut yourself with it.
I'm not. The only time I'm going to cut myself is right now when I'm trying to one-handed
See, I
try
don't
to
think
fucking
you
do
don't need
this.
to hold up your pocket knife. That's
I feel
exactly the
like
thing
a
you don't
fucking
need.
man with this pocket knife.
All right. Well, speaking of manhood,
What, are you done with my go bag?
I don't know. So far, I've seen a bag from like 2003.
Yeah, I'm giving
And
our listeners an understanding of what they need to be prepared.
all right, we got a knife.
A
What is that?
It's duct tape. A
You got
massive
a
roll of
massive
duct
amount
tape.
of duct tape. That's going to be too heavy for you to carry.
I've
It might
already
not fit
used
in
the
the
duct
bag.
tape.
Well, for what? I know someone who used it when her vibrator broke. She had to, the case where the battery is. She just wrapped it around that and made it work
I
again.
use the fucking duct tape to create a
What?
makeshift door in my apartment. Can you see that?
What the hell? That's
Yeah,
so attractive.
I had to.
It looks like you're under construction.
The fuck den that I live in is a studio apartment. By the way, that has not seen fucking for the full year that I've lived here. But
I wonder
have-
why.
I
Someone
had
walk
to
in there and
hang up-
sees that. It looks like something that what's it, John Wayne Gacy would have in his basement. Why
So
do you
I-
have
I-
a hanging tarp
I-
with duct tape on your
I
wall?
duct taped a fucking sheet to my wall between my kitchen and my main room because the main room gets so fucking hot in this, or the kitchen gets so hot in this heat wave, and there's the air conditioning of the main is only in the main room. It's a window air conditioning, and because the fucking building manager told me I had to get such a little air conditioning unit, it only fucking gives me like 5 degrees of coolness. So I gotta suck this air in. You walk into the kitchen, it's a fucking steam room. You walk into my main room, I got the draperies completely shut off. It's broad daylight, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but it's broad
Seriously.
daylight, and I'm like candlelit over here because I
Why?
can't. It's so
And
fucking hot.
It's not that hot out today, even.
You are
70
sitting
degrees.
in an air conditioned.
I told
beautiful
you,
apartment.
Anytime you want to come and sleep in the podcast room, you can sleep in the podcast room.
I'm not sleeping in the podcast room. Last night I had a dream that there was. I woke up to a dream of a girl was sleeping on hot burning embers
What?
and enjoying it. It was a nightmare. Here's the other
I'm glad
California
you added it.
state
It's a
map.
nightmare. You have a
California-
California state map? Are you
That's in the
kidding
go
me?
bag.
That's why we have what's called GPS.
GPS not going to work in case of all landlines and shit go down.
Oh
And
my
this is
God.
my favorite purchase of all. My last
What is that?
I'll show today. It's an aquatainer. It's a 7-gallon fucking blue massive container that will contain water.
Okay, so
if I
you're
need to.
gonna fill that up with water.
Yeah, I gotta fill this up with water.
Do
and
you
I'm
know
gonna
how
drink this
heavy
and
that's like?
it's-
That's like 10 pounds of water that you're gonna be carrying around with your bag from 2001,
when the
full of duct
pipelines
tape and a knife.
when the pipelines all get contaminated because of the big one, no one's gonna have water. No one's gonna have power. I'm gonna be sitting here sucking this ounce by ounce
Then what do you need your map for?
because if I need to get out and go,
You're not gonna be able to carry that huge amount of water.
I got this and I got my map in my go bag. I'm gonna be ready for fuck the world.
Oh my God!
I had a can of tuna fish can in there.
How are you gonna open
and
this?
then I ate it for dinner on Saturday night.
That's what I do with all our supplies have now been eat and drink. All of ours are gone too. This is like what's so weird about it. It's like you're so excited. I still remember when we had a basement full of tuna fish.
Yep, tuna fish is completely done.
All right.
Anyway, so
Why
that's
does everybody
my life
go to
update.
food?
I've become a fucking prepper. My whole unit looks fucked from the heat wave. I got a humidifier now because the air conditioning dries out the unit. My
It's
life
a
is in
complete-
shambles.
It is a complete mess over there, and I'm living the complete opposite life.
Oh yeah, it's a yeah. What's going on over there?
Well, I have a community now, as we know, a community of young whippersnappers who I have to keep in line. There are a lot of couples that live in my building, and they all are very
You sound like you're 90.
all the couples have varying degrees of fear of COVID. Some of them are doctors, and some of them don't give a rat's ass. So I decided. And you know what's happening, unfortunately, is because we're not allowed to bring guests over. The building manager wants us to narc on each other when there's a guest around. Otherwise,
Unbelievable.
and so you're walking around at all times making sure that no one's going to report you
This
for.
feels like Survivor.
It is like Survivor, and guess who's going to survive? Moi, because I am the grand matriarch of the building over there. No one's going to mess with me. I have now twerked in front of the entire group. They like it. They enjoyed it. And I have now also become the queen. I on TikTok. I have now called myself the unofficial queen of calling all cougars, which has, by the way, 115,000 views. hmm And I use a noodle, a giant noodle for the pool, as my horn, and I call all cougars. No one
You are a
comes.
fucking grade A clown, mother.
Well, I've cracked the code because the last video I put out, I said, if you want to join the Cougar of TikTok club, press the horn, and the horn is how you press like on the TikTok. So now in one day, I had over 10,000 likes.
Oh my God.
I have cracked the freaking code.
You just have to tell people, press the horn.
Press the horn.
Mother, you'd be happy to know that I am now living a healthy lifestyle.
I'm so happy. What has changed?
I signed up for Care of.
That wonderful vitamin company that we all know and love?
Yes, Care of will send you personalized packs of vitamins directly to your door that fit your specific health needs.
And how do they know your specific health needs, you might ask?
Well, you sneaky freaks, you sign on to takecareof.com. You take a 5-minute online quiz that asks you questions about your diet, your lifestyle, your health concerns. I actually was very flattered by this quiz. It's the first time that someone really took care.
You wish your doctor would ask these kind of questions.
Yeah, and it only took 5 minutes. And then I was suggested, get this, rhodiola. It is an aptogenetic herb that helps the body adapt to stress in a healthy way.
Well, you definitely need the rhodiola. You need the magnum size of that.
I'm putting that in my go bag. That's actually the best part about Care of. Because they come in these little tiny packets, they're super convenient.
prior to this, I was popping pills. I don't know what the hell I was taking.
I've actually grown to really trust Care of because they're super transparent about the research that goes into all of these vitamins. Right now, you can get 50% off your first Care of order.
50% off? Are you kidding me?
It's a huge deal. All you got to do is go to takecareof.com and enter promo code MOM50, MOM50. That's 50% off your first Care of order. Just go to takecareof.com, use promo code MOM50. That's all in the episode description. You'll be helping yourself. You'll be helping us by helping our sponsors.
Well, anyway, back to what's going on over on my rooftop. We have some people that have no fear of COVID at all. As a matter of fact, they jump into the pool and they scream, "COVID, Corona is a sham," and stuff like that. They're completely
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
And then we had other people our building used to give out utensils. Now people don't get utensils because of the building is taking Corona very seriously. So one guy comes up and says, "Do you have any utensils?" And we had just finished eating.
Yeah,
And
I
I
was
s-
there. It's
yeah.
disgusting.
And he goes, "There's no forks or anything?" I said, "I got a spoon that's not used, but I got a used fork. Do you want that?" He said, "Yes." Now, under normal circumstances, would you ever take someone's used fork?
I wouldn't have taken the unused spoon.
Why wouldn't you take the unused spoon?
I don't trust it. I don't know where that fucking spoon has been. An opened unused spoon?
You wouldn't know. It was in the package with the
This
unused.
is a guy. How many conversations have you had with this guy?
Lots. It's like a running joke. Whenever anybody in the building sees me, they tell me they're wearing their mask. A lot of them are hanging from their ear.
Okay, so this guy knows that you're a neurotic, but he doesn't realize that you know he's just dirty as fuck.
He's dirty as fuck. He is. So if
he
I'm not going to
takes-
mention any names, but he knows who he is. He's dirty as fuck, and he took not one used fork, but then he took another used fork.
He
took
took
two used.
my used fork.
Right.
What the fuck? I don't know what I almost told him, don't take that. I don't know what I have.
You have nothing.
I got all sorts of ailments.
He's gonna run around going, "Oh my god, I got a white shit on the bottom of my tongue now. I
Yeah.
got itchy balls. I got ingrown hair. I got COVID shit on my feet." Who knows? Whatever you
It's
thought you would.
unbelievable. Unbelievable that he takes a used fork. I bet, and
Two.
you're like, make sure to wash that.
I did. I
There's
said, "Use
no
soap and
way
water."
in the world
No way.
that he
He just
washed
probably
that.
took a napkin, wiped it off, and just started eating.
It is absolutely horrific. I'm sickened that you even live in the same building as him.
Okay, well, and the guy's he looks like he's in perfect shape. So I don't know. Maybe that's the way to
Probably
go.
because he's not afraid to go to the gym right now.
The gym is closed too. Everything's closed.
I know it's closed, mother. You know what else is closed? My
What?
Hinge account. I think
Why?
my Hinge dating app is completely broken, I think.
Yeah, because you broke it on purpose. Because I figured out the algorithms are not in your favor, which I told you about when we interviewed Reen from Second City.
I was using Hinge not that seriously a bit ago.
No, I told you stop putting the stupid clown pictures up. That's not going to attract women that are going to want someone serious.
It was nice. It was like a private clown show for anyone who wanted to see it.
Okay, well, I wonder why I saw this update on some news channel, and it said that all these dating apps have all this information on you, and they rate you by your attractiveness.
Yeah, but if
And
they were to rate me on clown,
yes, that's what
I
they
would have
did.
been
They rate you
a
a 1
fucking
out of
perfect
10.
clown.
No, but you're not on there as a clown. You're not on. You're supposed to be on there as looking like sexy. You were probably at one point maybe like rated as like an 8 or something. Then they see the clown pictures and everybody's swiping left instead of right, and their rating is going down, down, down. And then to make it worse, if you have one person that's rated similar to you, like another clown, a female clown, and she's rated poorly as well, and if she doesn't swipe right on you, then your rating goes down more. So you're probably like at a 1. Instead of being at
Well,
a
I'm
9
telling you,
where you were, you're at a 1 right now because
I
you're
swear to God,
clowning.
I went through. I must have gone through over the weekend, maybe 200 different swipes looking
You
for
s-
someone.
You on what on different dating apps or one?
I'm talking, and then I started. At one point, I was like, okay, there's nothing. I'm drawing blank, shooting blanks on all these
But
from
but
Hinge. So
it doesn't make sense.
I created a Bumble account.
And are the bees a
Well,
buzzing?
actually, You want to hear something interesting? I created a Bumble account specifically. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a little experiment. I'm going to only go for older women on the Bumble account.
I like it. Good.
There were 4 people in my area above the age of like 37.
Oh, where do
So
all the
I
people
swiped
that
on
are?
all of them, and then it literally said, no one else in the area matches your criteria.
Did you swipe that you wanted to go out with them,
Yeah, some of them.
and they didn't? They didn't match
No,
with
I'm
you.
I'm, I'm shooting blanks on Bumble as well. So at this point, I'm starting to think there might be a flaw in my computer, my phone or
It
something.
is. It's the algorithm. You're known as a clown, and nobody's swiping on you. Okay.
I had to create a whole new fake. I
Fake account.
used our Yes Text Mom phone
That's what
number.
I know. I didn't understand that. All of a sudden, I'm getting all these yes text mom. Your Hinge account is now active. Your Bumble account.
Yes.
What the fuck, Cam?
Yeah,
What
I
this is
had to
supposed to
use
be a
it.
professional organization, and you're using it for your fake
It's
accounts.
research. It's research.
Research my ass. They probably don't. It probably doesn't work with like Google accounts anyway.
All
You
right.
have to get a regular phone number, and don't put my phone number down there. I got enough crank calls. I got a call. Are you ready for this? Literally 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday, the phone rings, and this is the conversation. Hello, this is the county penitentiary or something. I forgot the name of the penitentiary. Will you accept a collect call from? And then I hear David.
Oh fuck.
I'm like, what? No, and I hang up the phone. Then next thing you know, ringing again. Hello. And I'm thinking, should I answer it or not? But then I figured I better answer it. Would you accept a collect call from David? I'm like, no. And I hung up the phone again. Why am I getting calls from people in jail? What do I look like?
That happened to me once.
It happened to you?
Yeah, that happened to me once, and I started getting concerned.
Wait, females or male were calling you from jail? Who's calling you?
I think it was another David or something like that.
Are you telling me that the same David is calling you
I
and
don't know
me?
what the fuck was happening, but I started convincing myself that I know someone named David in jail.
Oh my God. I didn't even think that.
Well, I don't think you're right. I think this is some scam.
No, it was literally like you could hear that it's a collect call.
Oh wow.
What,
Mine
by
was
the
a
way,
scam.
why would I don't understand something. Why would I have to pay? Is that how that works in the jails? You collect call? You can't
No,
just
I don't know what the fuck that's about.
ah yeah. Well, I get so nervous when I get these kind of fucking calls. Oh, speaking of calls, how about mom's news? Mom's news, mom's news.
Mom's knows.
Mom's news. I have some news. I, as part of my little community, we all text and share funny little Instagram ditties. I happen to find one on the group that it just struck.
You talking about your building's
My
community?
building, my little community of peeps. I happened to get a Cardi B one, and I wasn't even sure that this was really Cardi B, but it's a Cardi B Instagram. And I think that you and I need to discuss this because there's some serious funny stuff going on in this thing.
Okay, so first of all, little preface: Cardi B just released a song called "WAP," Wet Ass Pussy, which I actually did a reaction video of and put in our. You could see it at on my Instagram account at SingleCamComedy. But Barstool Sports then played this, and you sent me this link, so it says Cardi B scientifically breaks down why some people have DAP, dry ass pussy. Ready?
I'm ready.
Y'all, it's your girl Cardi B, and I'm doing this video so y'all can keep y'all pussy on WAP. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you bitches got the dap dry ass pussy because y'all pH balance is off. And you wanna know why? It's not because you born with it, it's because y'all keep fucking these dirty ass niggas. And y'all bitches is shy to tell these niggas that they dick is hot. You gotta tell babe, yo, your dick smell like mustard, my nigga. You wanna throw my pH balance off. Y'all bitches be fucking these little dirty ass niggas. Y'all be sucking they dick and shit. Y'all be gagging on it. Y'all think y'all gagging on it because the dick is big. But no, bitch, it's because it stink. Another thing is, right, why your pH balance is throwing off, because y'all bitches need to fucking brush your teeth before you suck dick. Y'all eating barbecue ribs the whole day, bacon, egg, and cheese. Then you suck your nigga dick, and right after, he directly put it inside your pussy. Now you got bacon, egg, and cheese grease inside your pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm only giving y'all this advice because I love you. If you don't want to take advice, all right then, bitch. Roll the dice and keep walking around with that dehydrated pussy. Like I said, I love y'all, and this is for y'all to keep the walk.
Unreal.
What was your first reaction? My first reaction is, this is why I don't eat bacon. Okay?
Because you don't
That-
want a DAP.
I don't want any dry ass pussy. You know, I just could. I actually agree with her. It does mess up the pH balance completely.
What?
Yeah, there's a pH, the alkaline, and a what's the other alkaline?
Do you understand
and-
what she's saying? She's saying, don't eat bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches because then you go down and suck his dick without
Yeah.
brushing your teeth, and then he sticks it in you, and you get the bacon, egg, and cheese grease in yourself.
She's got a point. Tell me why that
Yuck.
wouldn't be a point.
It's scientifically proven.
Scientifically proven. Mom's news. Mom's news. No, I just like I love her. That is the. She's
She
not
is
afraid.
fucking.
She's
She's
not afraid.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. At first I saw it, I thought to myself, "Wow." I mean, I wonder if this is an impersonation. But no, this is really her.
She's probably my favorite person to follow on Instagram, and I think she is almost a better clown than she is a rapper.
Yeah, that's what I like about her. I don't think she was trying to clown me. I think she's giving some good advice. She was. She's like, you always think we're gagging. No, it smells like mustard. Yeah, I don't know who she's been having sex with. By the way, they sound repulsive. Who do you think Cardi B's having sex with?
She has like a boyfriend or husband or partner
well,
or something.
whatever. She should have that guy take a shower.
I don't think she's necessarily talking about this guy. I think she's saying in general.
In general, women
This
are putting up with this kind of crap.
I mean, she just released a song called "Wet Ass Pussy."
Right. So she's explaining why people have dry ass pussy.
Speaking
they're
of
getting
wet ass
all-
pussy,
What?
do you have any thoughts on how to get a wet ass pussy?
What?
How
Why are you
would
asking me this? Wet ass pussy. It's all mental. You have to get yourself, mentally stimulated as a woman.
What about Uberloop?
Oh well, Uberlube will definitely help with that for sure. If you can't 100% get there on your own with your mental stimulation, you got to get some Uberlube. Uberlube to save the day. I love Uberlube.
Use code MOM for 10% off and free shipping at uberlube.com. How do you like that for a little free ad?
Well, I wonder if she had used that because it's all natural ingredients, everything. If she used it, maybe that would help and get rid of all the other issues with with the bacon, eggs, and cheese and all that going into her. You know what?
I knew a girl in college who had chronic dry ass pussy.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she
Yeah,
eating bacon, eggs, and cheese?
I think that's just how some people are made.
No.
Yeah.
Especially a young girl. I mean, if you go through menopause and stuff, you can have some dry ass pussy. But younger girls, or if you're having sex like a ton, like the porn stars, you're going to get dried out. If you're having sex for 45 minutes straight, of course you're going to have dry ass pussy.
I think some people.
Some people just have it, and their ducts aren't they don't
Correct.
lubricate enough. So you need some fucking Uber lube.
Yeah. And so for people who don't have that issue, but they do find themselves a dry ass pussy, what do you recommend? Is it just mental? You just have to do some foreplay or something to get them?
There are glands down there that excrete lubricant.
I know, but say that
and
those glands
someone who
work
just
healthily.
had one of the glands removed, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It was too wet?
No, I think she had some issue, so she had it removed. It was very
Oh.
painful afterwards to have sex. Anyway, oh my God, I'm about to throw up right now. Between the bacon, eggs, and cheese and the glands. Okay, so you know what?
I don't like the word gland.
Is there a difference between a gland and an organ?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think so.
Yes, 100%.
Oh,
A gland.
All right. So can we get to a good? This was like one of my favorite things to wake up to in the morning.
Are we moving into the listener texts and DMs right now?
Yeah. Well, unless you had something else to say, because I had to get to this before. It's just been tickling my. You know how something's making you laugh and you just got to get it out.
Yeah.
I have to get this out.
So get it out, mother.
Okay, so this is the way I wake up in the morning. This is an average email I get. I'm not kidding you. This is not that unusual. It says, "Hi, madame, how are you? Please let me know how to do anal sex. Actually, I am gay," and he capitalizes gay. "I want to engage boys. So I'm sure you'll help me out. How to engage boys? What should I do to engage them? And if I succeed to engage someone, what should I do to get anal penetration? I really love anal sex. Please help me. Thank you."
Oh,
So
wow, madame. What do you got to say?
I had a lot of questions for him. Like, if you really love anal sex, then why are you asking me how to engage in it?
Maybe he's just turned on by the idea.
Yeah, I think that he meant that. So
Okay.
do you have any suggestions for him?
I have never had anal myself, so it's very hard for me to offer any legitimate suggestions. I have a feeling, though, it involves finding someone else that also enjoys anal sex. Hopefully,
You-
someone of the gay persuasion,
yes, because he's gay and likes boys.
and having a nice conversation with them to see if they'd like to be intimate physically.
There you go. I always believe in the conversation. It gets you wet and lets you and allows you to learn how to perform anal and receive anal.
Thank you very much for you, listener. We have so many listener texts, and
Okay.
I'm
have
excited
more.
to get to these.
I have more questions.
Okay.
Any embarrassing sex stories that you still remember and shudder at when you did it or said it? Do you have any embarrassing sex stories?
Um, all of them. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All of
I think
them. That
all
you've
of
never
them.
had a non-embarrassing sex story? You've never had one that was actually not embarrassing.
No, I've had several that were not
All right, I'm
embarrassing.
glad that you said that. I was feeling bad
Those
for
are
you.
more humiliating. I would say that none that I could think of offhand that I haven't shared. I think I've really
Yeah.
aired all my dirty laundry.
I think I have too, but then
Come
again, I
on.
don't remember. Oh, I'm sure I can come up with more. Well, the one time that had sex and was too embarrassed to tell the person that I had a Tampax in me.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and it got stuck up there,
Oh,
and it was very difficult to try to get it out, and I was nearly going to the hospital, and luckily, at the end of the day, we were able to get that thing out. Moral of the story: make sure that you take a Tampax out before you have sex.
I would say that one time I don't know if I ever
You
shared
didn't
this.
respond. Do you not think that's embarrassing?
Yeah, I know that story. Unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I know the fucking story. You got the Tampax lodged in there.
All right. You were saying, well, what happened to you?
I think you know the story as well. But there was
We need to have news stories.
There was oh my god, I'm just getting flooded with stories. There was a time where I had a cold and I just kept snotting into the
Oh
vagina.
my
That was a
God.
bad one. That was
Oh,
on Valentine's Day.
oh
I was
my God. That is so repulsive. Why?
really
What?
gross,
Yeah,
really gross
I like the
image.
fact that you didn't pass up an opportunity to have sex, though.
I actually was quite concerned that I was about to infect her
That is true. You can
somehow.
get, if you think about it, bodily fluids are mixing
I know
together. You got
it was
vaginal fluids with your snot. It's all
very
mixing together.
unsafe. But I
Yeah.
think honestly, I think with that person, there was it could have been that night that the play that I put music on, and I put on a Spotify playlist, and I just selected like a nice song that I liked, but then it kept playing the playlist after that song, and the following song on that playlist was
No.
"Come with me."
I knew it.
And
I
you'll
knew it.
see in a
In a
world
world
of
of pure
pure
imagination. Yeah,
imagination.
you put on Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka
That's
came on
so
during sex.
romantic. I can't think of a more sexual song than, Marvin Gaye
Yeah,
or Willy Wonka. Which
and
one
it
do you
was
think?
almost like out of a movie where I heard it come on, and I knew the sex had to stop, and I tried to quickly turn the phone off, but in doing so,
Made it
I
louder?
went and tried it started fumbling at the nightstand, and the whole phone falls off the table. She's like, "What the fuck is happening?" I don't think she recognized the first few
That
notes
is
of the Willy
so
Wonka.
hilarious. Well, it
Yeah.
could have been that, either that or Donde el Santa Claus. You like
Oh,
that
yeah,
song.
I think that actually has also come on.
And
I
you
have
also like
problems
La
with the music.
Bamba. No, you have to make a playlist with just sexual songs, a love list.
A love list, thank
This is
you.
what I make. I make a love list. But you
Yeah.
know what's annoying when I'm making love with these to a love list? He has to know what every song is. So we're in the middle of doing it, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Who's singing that song? What's the name of that song?" I'm like, I have to run over there, take a look at who's singing and what's the name of it. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
But he's too ADD to focus because he's hearing a new song.
is that a list that you'd be willing to share with our sneaky freaks?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
it's called a love list. Join Patreon. I'll share my love list.
Okay. Patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
Yeah,
She's sharing
I
that
promise
Spotify
there will
love
be
list.
no Willy Wonka on it.
Okay, then it's not a real love list.
It's a sex list. It's not a love list. There's a difference. You
Okay,
could
so
share your Broadway songs with other people.
it's not Broadway, mother.
Okay.
Okay.
There was yeah. Your brother was in it in grammar school. He was in the
It
Willy
was
Wonka and the
originally
Chocolate Factory.
it was originally the fucking a movie. Okay, so can I share with you some of the texts that we got?
All right, I just want to tell you one other thing.
It sounds like I can't ever share with you the texts
Well,
that we
this
got.
is about
I have
you. I
maybe
think you're gonna.
100 texts that
I
here
think
that
you're
I
gonna
wanted to
like
share.
this. I think
All
you're
right.
gonna like this. This is from Alicia. Love the podcast and love Cam even more. Oh, my question is, do you guys have any relationship advice? It's a broad question, Alicia. I just wanted to read this because I knew Cam would love to hear.
Thank you very much.
She loves you
That's
even
the
more.
that's the fucking type of emotional support I need right now when I got a fucking broken Hinge and Bumble on this fucking device.
That'll put you up to 2 now.
Look at that. Thank you. Okay, so I do remember the last time I masturbated. I actually used our sponsor's app, Dipsy.
Thank God for Dipsy.
So Dipsy has all these short, sexy stories on it, all audio, by the way. So if you enjoy this podcast, you might enjoy this. And they're highly immersive.
Do you want to give us a hint of what you listen to?
It's easy to explore. So I go to fan favorites and I see that there's a whole section. There's yoga.
Of course. I knew it.
Yoga part 1, yoga part 2, yoga part 3, yoga part 4.
Have you listened to them all?
I listened to all 4 of them.
You know what I love, by the way?
What?
The wellness and how-tos.
What's the wellness and how-tos, mother?
There's a tab where they tell you about self-touch, sensation play. It basically teaches you how to masturbate. And I, as a veteran, learned a few things from this tab.
What is it teaching you?
Masturbation, Cam. Techniques on touching your vulva.
So like in the top left quadrant, go in this motion or something like that to make it a hot orgasm.
They don't say it as clinical as you, but yes.
Okay. If you're alone or if you're just things are getting a little stale with the partner in quarantine,
spice it up, baby, with this one.
Spice it up with Dipsy. Dipsy is offering you a 30-day free trial. That's free when you go to dipsystories.com/mom. That's a free 30-day trial just by going to DIPSEA stories.com/mom. All right.
Go ahead.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So I texted our listeners at 310-356-3920. Literally no idea if that's our number, but I think that's our number.
All right, you little sneaky
It's
freaks.
in
What do
the
they have to say?
episode description. And so I said, we're about to record an episode and we're taking listener questions about sex, relationships, and our lives, your lives, anything. Text us in the next hour, and if you want our 2 cents. First one up, immediately, from Ricardo. Hi, do you have the photo of the platform flip-flops with you?
Oh, shit.
What's with this kid at the platform flip-flops?
Yeah, lately I've been getting a lot of requests for my feet in shoes dangling.
He doesn't even want your feet. He just wants the flip-flops.
I know.
Just send him a picture of fucking flip-flops, Mom.
I know. I forgot.
Should I send him a picture of my flip-flops?
Sure.
They're not platform.
Oh.
And my toes are disgusting. Okay.
Yes, they are.
Thank you. Here's Rachel says, "Hey guys, I'd love to hear your opinion and advice on a situation I'm in. I grew up in a modern Orthodox Jewish family. At this point in my life, I'm 26, living on my own, and I've figured out that my values are not the same as my parents. I started having premarital sex, stopped keeping strictly kosher, stopped keeping Shabbat, and I was in a relationship with someone who wasn't Jewish. During that relationship, my parents at first pretended to be okay with it, but then they told me they disapproved, thought I was making a big mistake and doing the wrong thing. They didn't raise me this way. I wouldn't be happy in this relationship, and that I should break up with him. This was so hurtful. I told them that. Then a year or so later, they told me that my Instagram account was about sex was dangerous, would ruin all my favorite job prospects, and that they were so worried about me. Now they're trying to set me up with nice religious guys with whom I have nothing in common. It seems like they are intent on telling me how to live my life. I've tried telling them how I feel, but it doesn't seem to stop them. Also, my 3 siblings are still religious and are married or engaged to fellow Jews. Can't they be satisfied with 3 out of 4? What do you think about all this? Do you have any ideas on how to deal?
Yes.
Tradition. Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Tradition.
You have any? I have a suggestion.
I have some thoughts on this, but go for it, mother.
My main thought, and you're right, it is a complicated issue, but it seems like she gave various examples of them being super opinionated and judgmental. And when you get super opinionated and judgmental people, you have to try to figure out where are they coming from? Are they coming from a caring place, a worried place, a sad place, a depressed place? But more importantly, why aren't they respecting me as an adult in my decisions? And so when you get people that are, at odds in that respect, and you're not going to be able to change them, you could try going into family therapy together if they'd be willing to do that. But if they're not willing to do that, I think you have to put up some boundaries and, minimize contact until they start respecting you.
Oof. I'm very hesitant to offer any advice on this.
Well,
And
it's just my opinion.
The reason being that these are complicated family matters, and your parents, likely grew up in a family with tradition like that made them believe the beliefs they currently have. And so I have no judgment for their beliefs, but as much as possible, try to balance your relationship with them and your own needs, and try to have compassion for both sides of those.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said that, except for I think the main thing is you got to protect yourself. When it comes to all these different things, you have to do what's good for you. I mean, it took me a good 50 years till I got to the point where I was comfortable like putting stuff on the internet about sex.
Yeah, I think patience is also a key here.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think she
this
has
is
to
a
wait
very
50 years.
this is a
but,
very tough situation.
in the long run, if she continues to push back with them and tell them that the more that they try to interfere with their life, the less they're going to see of her, I think you'll see what happens then.
Yeah. Yeah. I would yeah, as much as possible.
Take care of yourself first. She's got to
Well,
take care of herself. It's her life.
I agree with that, but also I wouldn't I would not completely
You don't cut them off completely, but I'm just saying that
that's what I'm
you
saying.
minimize the contact. If someone's bothering you and you keep getting, even if it's not your parents, if it's anybody in your life that keeps making you upset and dragging you down and questioning your own beliefs and values, I think that it's time to minimize contact until they start respecting you. Because I would never impose my beliefs on somebody else. So why are they imposing their beliefs on me?
Tradition.
And this could happen in any religion. It's not just a Jewish religion.
Yeah. That's a song from Fiddler on the Roof, by the way, which
I
deals with this
know.
exact issue for our listeners. Of course you
Oh.
know. Yeah, but it's a complicated issue, obviously making that one of the most popular musicals of all time. Milena says, I really wish I knew more about Cam's dad or how he died. I hope I'm not being insensitive.
Oh, we're gonna go right from the other one, that question to this question. These are hard questions.
My dad, this is not a hard question. My dad was murdered.
Okay.
It's not insensitive. I'm happy to talk about it. He was the president of a company, and he gave one of his employees a pay cut, and that guy came in the next day and stabbed him. So there's that.
That does answer the question.
Lizzie says, how do I communicate to my vanilla partner that I want him to be more submissive, or at least experiment with it? Interesting.
It's a tough one.
I think that you say, hey, do you want to play around with this little role play or a little light S&M?
Exactly. Or you can also say, hey, I saw this on 50 Shades of Grey, something I read in a book or saw it in a movie. What do you think? And see what his response is.
I think you can say, hey, this really turned me on. Everyone loves to be able to turn someone else on. So if you say,
Do you
hey,
love that? You like turning other people on?
of course. Who doesn't? Or are you surprised by that?
No, I'm kidding. I consider you probably like one of these people that totally gets into it.
Into submissiveness,
No,
or
no,
turning someone else on?
Yeah, turning other people on because you're a very generous
I'm
person.
like a switch. I'm like a switch.
No, I'm just saying turning them on in general, whether it be turning them on through S&M or through pretending you're in a yoga studio, whatever it is.
either way, I think that it's a conversation. Just have a little
Everything's
conversation.
a conversation. Just like the question before about how do you talk to your family about their values. It's a conversation. Have
Also,
it.
I love that you're. My mom tends to always say that you should have this conversation outside of the bedroom
Yes, that is true.
because then you have a little room for that person to respond and to process, as opposed to in the moment.
And also, that person may get feeling insecure of what they're doing if you started to ask them to make changes in the middle.
Yeah.
Of course, if someone is sitting there trying to, put their dick in your asshole instead of your vagina, you need to tell them which hole is which.
Yes, definitely.
It's a good idea. That conversation can go on in the moment.
Raylene, one of our favorite sneaky freaks, says, I'm
Woo-hoo-hoo.
curious to know when the next hangout is. Also, where do Cam's commitment issues stem from?
Okay, one is an easy question, and one is a little bit more involved.
Okay, so the
I don't even
hangout.
think our commitment issues as much as like just a fear of intimacy. I don't see you having a commitment issue.
Okay, thank you both to you and Raylene for this question.
It's more of a fear.
So Raylene, and for all of our patron members, our Zoom hangout is this Wednesday. It's actually the day that this is being released. So it's today, August 19th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We do it monthly, so make sure to join us on Patreon. I'll send you the Zoom link. Also, about my commitment issues. Oi.
Speaking of Jews, oi.
Oy vey.
Do you have any commitment issues? I don't think you do.
I think it's more of a trust issue. That like I don't trust that the other person is being 100 with me, like that they're really speaking or even that aware of how they will or do feel, and so then it can lead us into a situation in which I could potentially hurt them, which is a very painful experience for me.
So it's a fear.
It's a fear of hurting them and inadvertently hurting me because of it. Yeah. I think that's it. And where I don't know, the stem, though, is hard to know. That's a very hard thing to know. Probably relates to my mother.
No, I think it relates to you on your chairlift when you're going skiing.
What?
Yeah.
My first kiss?
Yeah, your first kiss. She said, "Now are we boyfriend and girlfriend?" You're saying, "Yeah."
No,
the next thing
I
you know, you're
said that.
stuck. Well, but I'm saying the next thing you know, that you committed to being boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you realize you had to sit with her on the bus, and that's where I think the fear came from. You're like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this girl for the rest of my life now.
No, the fear came much earlier.
Earlier than 6th grade? What,
That was
kindergarten?
7th grade. That was 7th grade, yeah. I don't know. I think just in general, I don't like that feeling of ever, letting
Hurting.
someone else down.
Oh.
So that could be, very young. It's probably a prenatal situation.
It
Okay.
has to do with the ultrasound that I had.
Also, have you picked up any new hobbies in the time of the Rona? Oh, yeah.
Don't start. He already talked about the prepping. That's a new hobby.
New hobbies prepping, new hobbies cooking and baking.
Good, damn good stuff he's been baking.
Thank you. What have you picked up, Mother?
Oh.
I picked up jump roping.
I picked up trying to reorganize 7,000 pictures into different piles. And I'm not even organizing. I'm just moving them from pile to pile to pile. It's almost like an ant, like building an anthill, and it's just like for no reason, just like moving pictures all over the place and not having them in any substantial order at all, and then putting them in different books, even though I'm taking them out of the books. It's like if someone looked at it, they would think that I have something mentally wrong with me.
Yeah. Also because you give me pictures every fucking Sunday that I see.
I think you're done now. I have one more book to give you, and that's your baby
thank
book,
God.
and then you're done.
Oh my, thank God.
Oh my, thank God. Where are you putting them in your little fuck den?
I honestly have no space. My whole place is cluttered with prep work
and photo albums.
And photo albums at this point. Dane says, what is the appeal of the step-sibling porn?
How would I know?
I really don't like step-sibling porn.
Do you like sibling porn?
Don't like sibling porn.
Have you fantasized about having sex with your brother?
No.
Have you
Certainly not my
fantasized?
sister. So, yeah, I would say obviously we could say that the step sibling porn. Everyone likes taboo, or
I think you're right.
and so whatever is taboo for you can kind of feel naughty for you to look at.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Eric says, has Cam played any more with the back door? Been kind of Corona curious lately myself.
A Corona curious question. Cam, have you played with the back door?
After trying that, taking edibles and trying that P spot stimulator, nope, haven't played it. I don't think I've masturbated
Thank
since
you for
that
sharing.
experience.
It traumatized you.
I don't remember the last time I masturbated. So
Well, maybe you should masturbate.
thank you, Mom. Thank you for that fucking 2
You're
cents.
gonna have like it's called a blockage.
Yeah, the
You need
pipes
to,
are blocked.
Yeah, let the floodgates open up.
Why
Why haven't you masturbated?
I don't know because I'm not. I don't know. I'm
Well,
busy.
You're busy doing what? Making a prep kit?
I'm prepping.
Putting
I'm
duct
working.
tape all over your apartment.
I'm working
looking
my
like-
fucking little ass off over
If
here.
somebody walked in your apartment right now, they would literally think that you are like one of these like
Howard
secret-
Hughes.
No, worse than that.
Howard
I
Hughes
said,
was
like a
bottling
mass
his
murder.
urine.
Like a mass murderer who's putting up duct tape around different rooms. They don't want, and you're going to go in there and see newspaper clippings all over the place, and little girls' pictures or something. It's disgusting.
Little girls' pictures.
You know, the dead people or the boys. I don't know whoever. I
What
forgot
the
who.
fuck, Mom?
It looks like when you put a sheet over a doorway and there's tape around it. It just looks like there's something criminal going on in there, in your kitchen.
Yeah, there's some criminal shit
It
going on.
doesn't look romantic.
I don't need to worry because no one is even matching with me on fucking Hinge or
All right,
Bumble,
here we
let
go
alone
again.
coming
This
into my
is
apartment.
A recurring theme. Okay.
The only thing that's coming to my apartment is my neighbor's dog that yaps, and I look over because the door is fucking wide open to get some airflow going, and the dog is sitting in my fucking apartment.
What kind of dog? I like dogs.
A little chihuahua.
That's adorable.
Get that fucker out of here. All right. All right, we got to wrap it up. We didn't get to fucking a fraction of the questions that we got. So thank you to everyone who sent us. We'll keep answering your questions.
We'll keep answering them in the
And
future.
if anyone else has more questions, hit us up. Text us at 310-356-3920.
Yeah, don't take it personally if we didn't get your question. It's just we got a little distracted by Kim's fuck den slash slasher apartment. And by the way, sending me a picture at 11 o'clock at night of you looking like literally like someone that John Wayne Gacy look. Not John Wayne Gacy. Now, what's the other guy? Charles Manson. You look like Charles Manson.
I was looking for
Your
some
hair
feedback.
Yeah, your hair is stuck up in the air.
I was looking for feedback on my
I gave you
fucking
feedback.
Hinge profile.
And what did I tell you you look like?
You just wrote mad scientist, which was not nice.
That's right. You look like a man. You look like someone out of Young Frankenstein.
The
Gene
type of
Wilder
fucking
when his hair.
the support I wanted from my fucking mother about.
Was very nice and took a whole photo shoot of you, and I think I did a damn good job.
You got one little video that I used.
Can anybody see your profiles if they go on to dating sites?
I actually, maybe I'll post some pictures to our Instagram account at Sex Talk with my mom, and you can provide feedback as to which ones I should use.
That's a very good idea. I might say something about that. I don't like when people take my pictures and use them as catfishing other people. I don't like that. And people say to me all the time, I saw you on Friend Finder and all that kind of shit, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I want to thank our 2 newest patrons, Lionel M and Allie B. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. They're really generous. Patreon.com/Sex Talk with my mom.
Yes, super generous donation from Allie and Lionel. We look forward to talking with you guys on our Zoom hangout today at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Just join patreon.com. It's not too late. Patreon.com/Sex Talk with my mom. And you get bonus content there along with these hangouts. I wanted to say thank you to all the people leaving us ratings and reviews.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
You want me to read one?
Yes.
This is from I'm JC. I guess it's JC.
Jesus Christ.
You could have sincere, loving, brutally honest conversations with your mom about sex every week and broadcast them to millions of strangers on the internet, but you're not a crazy person. Right. Instead, you listen to this podcast. Hear Cam go through all the traumatic, embarrassing, nausea-inducing moments for you. You'll laugh a lot, learn some stuff, and end up feeling more relaxed and free to honestly and confidently explore your personal sexual thoughts and activities and leave a better you. Wow. Thank you
Beautiful.
very much, JC.
JC, I love that. I mean,
I got a little confused at the beginning of it
yeah.
because it made it sound like I'm crazy.
There's nothing if they saw your apartment, case closed. Okay? Listening to that review, looking at your kitchen, duct taped around, it would be a done deal there.
Oh,
By the
no,
way,
the fucking duct tape, it's not holding it up.
oh no, it's falling off. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
got
Maybe
hot air
it's
coming
a
in the fucking
sign.
main
It's,
room right
it's
now.
a sign. By the way, if you guys want a little video for a birthday or something, we do cameos. Go to cameo.com sex with my mom, and we will send you a little video from us.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know. We've never talked about that, but we've done that, and it's quite fun.
Share this with a friend. We'd really appreciate it. Cheer someone up with our banter and just normalcy.
If your life sucks, listen to us, and you'll realize how good it is.
We love you guys. Thank you very much for listening.
We do. Shall
Mother?
I sing you out?
Yeah, please do.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having the key to the Tik Tok video algorithm ease. What?
How is everything related to TikTok?
I don't know, but I'm
Fucking
having a
everything.
lot of fun over there. Karen Lee Porter on TikTok if you want to check out
God,
Calling All Cougars.
you made the song into a goddamn promo for your TikTok?
You got a problem with that, boy?
Yeah, I do, girl. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.